약속이 깨졌네요.
제 폰 여기 맡겼다고 했어요.
다녀.
이렇게까지 하는 이유가 뭐야?
네 폰 내가 주웠으니까.
At the beginning of the film, we are shown a girl named Nami. Nami used to use her mobile all day long. After partying, at night when she was going home by bus, she caught sight of her and her mobile. When she wakes up, she comes home without the mobile, after which a boy John finds the mobile. Next day too, Nami was in deep sleep at her home, where her friend comes and wakes her up. Then Nami finds she realizes that her mobile has gone missing, so she calls her number and a woman picks up the phone. Actually, the boy who had the phone was talking to her through the recording of his mom. The woman tells her that hearing this, Nami calls you to a hotel. Hearing that your mobile is nearby, John agrees. The boy starts checking his mobile, but due to the password, he is not able to open it, due to which the boy gets angry, breaks the screen. On the other hand, a dead body of a girl is found in the forest. An officer was looking into this case who tells his colleague that he suspects his son John of being responsible for this murder, who has been missing for the last 7 years. John, and it was none other than the same boy whose mobile was found by John. Then his partner says that you are just a suspicion, and to catch him we will have to collect evidence. Here Nami comes to her dad's hotel and meets him. Nami gets a call from the same woman. She comes and says that the screen of your mobile got broken by mistake. You can go to the shop and get your mobile. After some time, Nami reaches the shop to get her mobile, where she also sees John and he buys Nami's mobile. He also finds out her password in the details and makes a duplicate phone of her mobile and gives it to Nami. Nami leaves from there. Now the sub-zone which Nami was using on her mobile was also watching, because he had controlled the mobile and was even keeping an eye on Nami himself through the camera. At night, when Nami was getting work done in her dad's hotel, John came there and told Nami that he keeps coming here. He asks for the most special wine here because he was keeping an eye on her mobile, so he comes to know that, by which he impresses Nami. Now he also tells her about himself, that I work in a company which deals in software, computer and internet. She does all the related work, after which next morning Nami comes to her office. Here John sees the picture of his previous hunter, i.e., the girl whom he had murdered. After that he chooses Nami as his next victim. Here her boss comes to Nami and says, our company has got a big project and you are also working very well. That is why I will increase your salary. Here the officer comes home and starts talking to his wife. He tells his wife that I am a girl. On hearing this, she immediately says that my son cannot do this. At the same time, the officer gets a message from his friend who says that I have found out John's location with the officer. He tells them the location and it is found out that he is living there secretly. John's dad sets out to go to that place alone and he searches everywhere. He also comes to know about the mother of the girl who is about to die. By this time, John had also come out. He had come to know that someone has entered the house. So he sees his dad there. Inside, his dad also finds the nail polish on the nails of the dead body. Now he cleverly calls John out of the room. When they go back inside, John has destroyed every evidence and all the documents. John now goes to Nami's hotel again and confronts her dad. Together he tells them the same thing, that I keep seeing him. Nami's dad understands that he is lying. At night when the father and daughter were going home, his dad tells Nami that John is the #1 liar. He is a human being because he has come to the hotel for the second time and has never come before. You stay away from him, to which she says, Dad, I don't feel anything like that, but okay, I will stay away from him. Now John also hears all these conversations between them. The officers come and meet the mother of the girl who died, where she tells them that my daughter's mobile had fallen somewhere. Its screen was broken and my daughter had got the mobile from a mobile shop, and since then strange things have been happening to her. After which strange things start happening to him. When Nami's dad comes out for some work, John attacks him and catches him. On the same night, he finds 8 dead bodies in a forest, due to which the officers. She feels very sad when Nami opens her eyes in the morning and sees that she has received about 8 calls from her boss and also receives many messages on her mobile in which she has spoken ill of her friends. Apart from this, about her boss also, and then she goes to her office and tells everyone that I don't know who did all that, but no one believes her and asks him to leave from there. She talks to her boss that it seems that someone has hacked my mobile, on which her friend asks her to prove it and she throws it out. This makes Nami very sad. John was now living at Nami's dad's house because he had kept them tied there, and he used to send messages to Nami from his mobile so that she does not get suspicious. On the other hand, Nami comes to the hotel with her friend and starts talking about who can do such a thing. For this, we need a person who is very expert in computer and internet. Then here John comes, for whom Nami goes to get juice, and he along with his friends starts checking Nami's phone. When Nami comes, John tells that someone has hacked your mobile. John brings Nami out and tells that this is the work of someone close. When Nami comes to the hotel, her friend shows her a news in which the police found 8 dead bodies together. Her friend Nami's. She was noting the behavior and she asks, "Why are you in a bad mood?" Hearing this, Nami gets angry and says that "I doubt you." Hearing this, her friend feels very bad. She says, "If you feel like this, then I go away from you." Here, when the police were picking up the bodies of the dead people, their belongings were also seen, seeing which the officer got upset. Then his companion says, "Your son is doing this work." The officer says, "So first of all you find the mobile shop where John works." Both of them go there. The officer and his partner find John's mobile shop, but he had destroyed everything there. Through some papers, they get information about 8 customers. It seems that these were the same people whose dead bodies were found in the forest. The officer tells that "I know the details of the 9th girl who is about to die, and I got those details from John's house, so now we should save her." Then Nami comes in her. She listens to the conversation and understands that John has done all this and not anyone else. Hearing this, Nami gets angry at John and she decides that she will take her revenge and teach him a lesson. The officer said these things to her. She had also heard about this, but he does not tell her that John is also a serial killer, on which Nami gives him an idea that "I will do this and call him home to meet you. You guys come and catch him and go to John the next day." Na's message comes calling him to meet. Now Joe changes his appearance as per Nami's wish and reaches down outside her house. Both the police officers catch him, but looking at his face they understand that it is John and not someone else. And John starts threatening them that "I will report against you." After this, John leaves from there while both the officers come up and meet Nami. Nami tells that a message has come from John that he is busy, he will meet later. Now with the officer. A call comes from the police station. He tells that everyone knows that your son has committed all these murders. Now you stay away from this case because your life is in danger. He says now take out another mobile and put the SIM in it. She turns on her mobile and comes out. The officer tells her that her life is in danger. She says that "I will go to my dad's house," after which she leaves to go there with the officers. When she reaches there, the officer arrests her, gives the card on which Nami says that "If anything happens I will contact you and tell you," and goes inside the house and goes to her room. While she was using the mobile, she gets a message from John's name number. When she gets that call, when she does, she hears the phone ringing coming from the house itself. She goes upstairs and checks, but there is no one there. That is why she immediately starts calling the officer. Then her mobile starts working automatically. She understands that John is there. Nami has also hacked that mobile and there she finds John. He says that "If you want to see your dad alive, then message both the officers that I am fine here, we will meet you after 2 days. Now Nami does not want to. All this has to be done. Then he brings Nami to her dad in the bathroom and threatens to kill him. Then Nami says "Don't kill dad, please." Hearing this, John tells Nami to kill herself with the help of a tap. When Nami does this with his help, he releases water to kill her dad by drowning him. Nami was also watching this and she starts crying. John picks Nami up and throws her into the pond to dispose of her. And he turns on the water, which was completely filled with water. He finds the officer's card, on the back of which he had written "Nami, call only, not message." Joan realizes that officers have entered the house. He goes and catches the officer's friend, but his dead officer comes and catches him. He asks about his son. Nami was about to die by drowning in water, when the officer's colleague saves her from death by pulling her out of the water. The officer beats her and leaves her badly injured. When asked about his son, he says, "Damn, I am your son," to which the officer agrees. He starts laughing and says that "You are so stupid." Hearing this, the officer gets angry after hearing that his son is not identified and starts beating him again. Seems that the officer checks John's bag, in which he finds all the belongings of John's victims, even the victim number 0, who was his son. This Connie killed him a year ago. Only then, by giving him John's identity, he became known to the people as John. The officer is very sad to know that he is killing. That is why he takes the gun to kill Honi. Honi tells him that "Even today I pretend to be Joan and talk to your wife." Honi hears all these things and gets angry. Bari comes out, snatches the gun from the officer and kills the lady, and with this she says, the water ends here only.